ask, what is your name?
My name is Pier Boarn.
What is?
Jonathan Sutton.
I seen you film all the work at the art card for a couple of days. What's your expectation for the images that you gonna produce?
Well, I've been shooting for Art Hard Fashion for 2 years, and we have some really amazing photos. We already published some of those. I do mostly black and white of the behind the scene.
For me, for runway behind the scenes, and for the makeup artist and the hairstylist, the photos are going to come out phenomenal. I've already seen a few. They're crystal clear and they look incredible.
Why did you choose to be more like on a backstage and the behind the scene rather than on a riser? It's a choice. Every photographer can either you downstairs see with like when the girls are getting ready, going to the show, and then all this makeup and behind the scene, or you on the riser. Can do both. Like, why did you choose this part of the fashion week?
Well, first of all, it's because that's my job. Hard fashion. There's a lot of photographers, but I'm the only one that do the really focus on behind the scene. And I like to tell a story. I like to show unusual things and show things from a different angle. So for me, that's why I like to do the behind the scene.
There are a lot of naked or barely naked girls behind the stage. They're changing as a dude, as a male, a guy. It's a little bit of a challenge. Taking pictures. Sometimes people want to be in a picture, might not. Like, what is the process to make sure that those pictures, get properly treated?
To me, just have to use common sense, not to take photos when it's not appropriate. But then sometime when it's just maybe they're changing, but we don't really see anything, then there's cool photos to take. But I mean, I also shoot for Playboy and whatever like that. I'm not shocked, and I'm used to. I mean, and like here it's a little more sensitive. When I shoot Paris Fashion Week, nobody cares. But then, of course, you need to use common sense and don't put photos that you should not take. So,
what do you like about backstage filming?
Backstage filming, it's an opportunity to look into fashion, a side that you don't normally get to see. You normally see everything in the front stage, what goes on the runway, but behind the scenes you get to see the makeup artists, the hairstylists, the models. You get to see everything, how it's kind of put together, and it tells a story that you don't normally see.
When designers choosing images for the publication, they can choose, they don't have that many, they can put thousands of images online, right? Like if it's Vogue magazine, maybe 3-5 images goes in the story. So they have a choice whether image goes from the runway or behind this stage, like both. What do you think better images makes, as editorial images from the backstage or the runway images? What tells a better story?
Well, usually, I mean, they use a lot of my behind the scene photos. Of course, they're gonna also. That's why we work together, because he get the front stage, I get the backstage, and they really like to use the backstage as well, because that's the thing that the public doesn't see. So most publications have both, and they really like. And I do black and white for backstage, and they really like the contrast.
What is the advantage of filming together? I also film, if you know Akaneli, guy with the crunches, we've been filming art card as a partners for 2 years also together. So what's the advantage of filming as a two guys versus one person team?
The ability to see different angles. So for him, he can film and be behind the scenes, and then myself, I can be front stage. You can be two places at once, and having the same capabilities and really be able to tell an entire story of an event.
What is your Instagram?
Jonathan Sutton _
Premium pairs.
Guys, check more of these guys. I think the work is amazing. Black and white, always amazing. So let's take a look. Pay attention to those Instagram.